All right. Good morning, guys. Happy Sunday. Sunday, the last Sunday of October. Oh my gosh, October 28th. 2 more months of the year. Woohoo! Oh my gosh, 2 more months. It's crazy to think that. Um, but like I like to start it off, I just want to tell everybody congratulations for making this choice to put this in your business and making this a priority and helping each other out. And I'd like to see a little more chatter on the Focus 20 with everybody. You know, what's working for you, things that go on, and the ones that do put stuff, I appreciate that. It helps everybody. So things that come up, you know, please make sure that you continue to post on there and help everybody else out. Not everybody can get on the Zoom all the time, but they can look at the, look at our feed. And then thanks for being flexible to change it to today, because I had a hike thing yesterday at 6:30 in the morning, and I didn't think I'd be done, and I wasn't. So I appreciate you guys being flexible to switch over to today. So let's go ahead and talk about the end of our book. So who would like to share a little bit about what they got just from the last portion of the book? And so it could be the last portion of the book and then summarizing what the book meant to you. Like, what do you feel this book did for you in your life or your business, or what kind of value did it add? Does anybody want to share? Everybody's quiet. My sister's not here, so somebody's gonna have to step up and say something. Come on, Sharon. I know you can do it.
Okay, so if you go to the epilogue, and it says, it just boils everything all down into one. It says, eventually, memories will fade and souvenirs and trophies will disappear. They will be lost, stolen, or sold at a garage sale. I still have my father's carpentry tools, my mother's diplomas, and countless black and white photos, but sentimental value can only go so far.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you just got to treasure what you have, and it's not about the material things. It's about the relationships that we've all built here, and it's about each one of us building our own legacy. And like we had read earlier, it's leaving it for our children's children's children, not just to leave it to our kids for now, but leaving it for even beyond what we can even imagine.
Mm-hmm.
And just, that's a legacy. It doesn't mean money. It just means something of value that you have brought to the universe, to the world.
Yep. I agree. And thank you for sharing. I had my friend's father's funeral this week, and we've known each other since second grade. And her father was a very nice man, just a very gentle, nice man. But I didn't know a lot about her father. And it was very cool to see his children really talk about the legacy that he's leaving with them and their kids. And it wasn't about money, because they didn't have money. It wasn't about that. It was about the memories. It was about that time they took the road trip to Texas to visit the family and go to the old Cowboy Stadium, and then go back and go to the new Cowboy Stadium, because he was a huge Cowboys fan, and how they stopped at the side of a road at this little shop to get some tacos. And, those were that's the legacy he left, and how he cared for so many people and how he loved everybody. And it was a military funeral, so it was very, very emotional. But what was cool, like, I didn't know he was in the military, but I also didn't know what part or what he, how he contributed. And he was a cook for the Vietnam War. And during that, he didn't feel like he added anything to anybody's life, and because he didn't shoot a gun. And he had to recognize that he she has one more straggler, sorry. He had to recognize that he was adding value by feeding them. And his kids asked him later on in life, like, Dad, how did you feel about what was going on? And he said, he goes, how did you what did you go through? And he goes, well, they show up for breakfast, and I talk to them, and we talk about their families, and I, give them my blessings for the day, and then they wouldn't come back for dinner. And he said, I prayed for them, and then I went on, but he lived with, he shared all this with his kids, and his legacy was just of compassion. And his legacy was, and I shared that with you because it was a cool story, but his legacy was of compassion. His legacy was wanting to see his children succeed, because he didn't in his mind. His legacy was about, being there when they didn't even think he was there for them. And he had a lot of demons he battled, but he never forgot his family. Because I guess apparently he was an alcoholic for a while, and but his kids said, we never saw my father drink at home. We never had alcohol in the house. There was never alcohol here. He was just fighting something on his own, but he always did it away from home. And his legacy was his kids, his family, his grandkids. And he died suddenly, unfortunately. And his wife couldn't even make the funeral because she was in the hospital. So she had gallbladder surgery. But, and I'm telling you way too much on that story. But anyways, just to hear that, to hear what they said about him, and to hear what the family said about him, his sisters, and it just summarized for me that, yes, it's not the materialistic things about legacy. It is who we are, it's lives that we've touched. I want somebody to say, Monique did everything she could for us. I don't have the children. So when I think of my legacy, I don't have the children's of my own, or nieces or nephews. We don't have any of that. We have no children in our family. So my father's name, unless I decide to adopt in the next couple of years or decide to get pregnant as a miracle, but there's no children. So, but I want, for me, because it's a different aspect of children and family, it's like, I really do want that legacy to be whatever I did today, that later on they say, oh, did you see her? Just like Jim Rohn said, do you know that? Do you know him? He's famous, that kind of thing. How Jim Rohn talks about it in his book, in his CD. Anyways, I think it's incredible because we have a gift with Nerium as the vehicle to help us create this magical and, just inspiring, incredible legacies for our families, for ourselves. And, it's just a blessing in my opinion. And this book really summarized who we are and what we do as a group, a collective group of amazing, positive individuals. And, I couldn't do it without you guys. And I know that it's vice versa for everybody. And, we just need to touch more lives. And I think this book really, made me realize more and more that there are more and more people that need something like what we have for legacies. Because, when you ask somebody, what's your legacy that you're leaving? It'll be interesting to see if you start asking some people, they never thought about it. Anybody else, since I rambled again? It's that bug in my throat. Anybody else? How are you, Michelle? You want to add anything? Yeah, you, Michelle. Yeah. She's like, me? Yes, you're the only Michelle.
I don't necessarily want to add anything about this book.
Okay.
Because I have to be honest, I couldn't find it. Then I went to Mexico for my treatment. Right. So I listened to you guys and I hear the highlights of it. And I have accidentally started the next book. And I'm so excited about that. And when we get into that, I'll have so much to say.
Oh, good.
But
okay.
It is so motivational to know about this. And I just couldn't find the last book. And then Mexico came up. And
no problem.
So Mexico. So I'm outed now.
No problem. You're outed. That's funny. No problem. It happens. No worries.
Yeah, it happens. So, but next book, I'm ready to go. And I'm trying to stop from reading it because I don't
Okay, yeah, stop from reading it. I saw you on Facebook the other day say you're reading it. And I was about to say, you better stop reading that book. It's not time yet.
Yeah, I stopped. I made myself stop. I thought, okay, be good.
That's
be
so
good.
funny.
But yeah, everything is so motivation, and knowing that, that we're doing this together is so motivational, and being able to help people this way is great. So
yes,
wonderful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Excuse me. How about Solange? Solange, do you want to say anything? I know you're getting ready.
Yeah, I'm getting ready. But you know what? I always try to relate everything that I'm reading to what's going on around me with the kids, the daycare, my own crazy life. And if I start talking about it, I'm going to cry because my niece was only 30 and she had a very rough life. She was trying to find herself. And, I turned the video off. She was trying to find herself, and she put everything into her daughter, but she still couldn't enjoy life the way she truly wanted to. And so now it's about hopefully helping her daughter live a better life and remembering the love that her mom had for her, because everything in my niece's life was about her daughter. And she had a hard time, and I'm just praying that her daughter doesn't end up not being who she was meant to be, you know, because God put her here for a purpose, but Brianna never really found her purpose. And now I guess I keep thinking her purpose was to bring her daughter here. So,
right.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm sure that her daughter's going to recognize, you know, with the stories that you guys as family continue to tell her, what her mom was, you know, made, like who she was, because that was the hardest thing. Like, I mean, my father died when I was 17, and I was super young, and when I think about that, he's been gone longer than I knew him, and I have always kept his memory alive by his stories, by who he is, by the man he was. And that's how I keep my father's legacy alive, because I have to talk about him all the time. And if you guys have ever heard, I mean, you guys, if you're like close with me, I talk about my dad all the time like he's here.
Oh,
sometimes he is. He probably is the one that threw the bug in my throat to stop me from talking. I'm just kidding. But he always is there. And I told my friend Cynthia that because it was really hard for her to understand that. The day that he had passed away, my dad had this story about rain, and anyway, so, but if you guys continue to, as a family, keeping her in the loop of who her mother is, that's going to be absolutely incredible for her. You know, that'll be great for her, and that'll be your niece's legacy, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I pray for you today at the services. I know it's going to be hard. And unfortunately, it's your birthday also. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, so. It'll be a nice, crazy day. All the girls are home. Today is Dior's birthday as well. She's 9.
Dior's 9? That's her dog, guys. Her dog's name is Dior. Like Christian Dior, because Solange is Diva.
Well, actually, Kristen named the dog. But then since her dog was Dior, I named the cat Chanel. So, there you have it. But she turns 9 today. Then Patricia has a dog. We found out Patricia's dog's birthday is the same day as mine. Funny. How weird, right? Yeah. So
well, you'll be surrounded by love with your kids, so that's awesome.
Exactly. So
thank you. Kathy, I don't know. I know you were there and you were gone, but we were talking about just the end of. We were just kind of summarizing the book. Did you want to add anything about the book and legacy and summarizing it? Maybe she's not there. Or Renee or Danny, because maybe you read it, maybe you didn't, but that's okay. Or even just adding anything about legacy. Anybody? Nobody? Okay.
Hi, Monique.
Oh, Catherine, hi.
Hi. So, like Michelle, I have not read the book because I joined your group and you guys are almost done. So, but I have ordered it and I do plan on reading it. Okay. But to touch on the legacy subject, I think not only with Miriam, but I think just overall in life, if we, like you had mentioned as well, living your life to where somebody is going to remember all the good things you have done and, you know, do nothing but talk positively about you once you've crossed over to another life is so important. And I think, you know, if you have that in your heart already, and then on top of that, you're doing the personal development and following. I love Jim Rohn too. And he touches so much on, you know, so many things that, you know, I walk the walk as well. And, you know, and I just think that, you know, from the people that I have lost in my life, and, you know, people are talking about them and it's all positive. And then, you know, of course, there's going to be those ones that, you know, have had struggles, you know, but if we're learning from that and, you know, trying to also teach the people that, you know, like our nieces and our nephews, teaching them, you know, about the mistakes that you have maybe not you have made, but maybe you have made and, you know, maybe your siblings have made and, you know, other family members, and teaching them that how that projects to other people. So it helps guide them to making better choices. And I think ultimately that adds to your legacy to where, people are going to remember, oh my gosh, Monique, she was so amazing. Or Lorraine, she was so amazing. Michelle, oh my gosh, I just loved her. And, all these, all these aspects as an individual. And so thank you for letting me share. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you. It's true. And, it's when you think, you just got to live life without regret. You got to live life with, look at the book. Look at the titles. And this is exactly what everything you said, but sorry. Legacy key number 1, love. Legacy key number 2, we all stand on level ground. Number 3, telling others about your faith. Number 4, the journey of prayer. Number 5, attitude is everything. Number 6, living the life with an attitude of gratitude. Number 7, mirroring your positive self-image. Number 8, choices and consequences. Number 9, rise and fall of discipline. 10, my word is my bond. Number 11, integrity, it's all who you are. Number 12, my work is my ministry. Number 13, it's all his by right of creation. Number 14, the art of multiplying the talents and the gifts that you have. Number 15, the true role of an employer. Number 16, the philosophy for living. Number 17, the importance of priorities. Number 18, turning your dreams into reality. Number 19, forgiveness. Number 20, wait to worry. Number 21, laughing at life. Number 22, the greatest legacy of all, knowing God. Number 23, walking with Christ. Number 24, finding God's will for your life. And number 25, how I want to be remembered. And if we can just wrap our brain around making sure that all of those things are encompassed into us creating our legacy, it'll be absolutely incredible for all of us. So I just thank you guys for being on this journey with me in this book. And I'm glad that you all enjoyed it. I'm glad that you all got something from it and shared it with others. So I'm going to, I can't find my girl I can't find the girl book. I have it somewhere in here and I don't know where it is. Michelle, do you have that? Yeah, okay, you guys have it. So like 3 chapters, should we start with, I don't know how long, I know they're short. So it has 3 or 4 chapters. What should we do in a week? Somebody has the book.
I think 4 would be easy.
4? Okay, so then
4,
let's.
yeah. And if you stop and think about, there's a message, of course, in every chapter.
Okay.
But then we
What
could
shall we read?
Show Solange the book, please. That girl, wash your face.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
So Girl Wash Your Face. Yeah, it's everywhere. It's at Target. It's on Amazon. It's everywhere. So we'll read 4 chapters of that then.
So Monique, I have the regional on Saturday.
Okay.
So I won't be able to be on the call.
Yeah, I have. We have regionals also. Excuse me. We have regionals also, and I have my boutique on Saturday and Sunday. So maybe Friday night. Either Friday night or Sundays aren't good for everybody. That's the only reason I don't want to do Sunday again. Friday night or Saturday night would be work. I don't know. We can talk about it this week. We'll talk about it on Focus 20. I'm also going to, I've been, like I said it before, I was going to try to start doing these Filipino Zooms. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pick two or 3 days this coming week, and then the following week, and then the following week. And I'm just going to book it. And I'm going to create a flyer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it, excuse me, where it is, there's a time for the people who are here that are Filipino and can jump on. And then it's where the Filipinos in the Philippines can jump on. And what I kind of just did, I was going to look at the time right now because the world clock, because all the times changed. Hold on. It is, well, then that's not right. Oh, yeah. It's going to be 9 p.m. for us is, 9 p.m. for us is 6 p.m. for them. 6 a.m. for us is 9 a.m. for them. Something like that. I had to look at the times. I wrote them down. So it's going to be somewhere where I do the Zoom at 6 a.m. and it's 9 p.m. in the Philippines. So if you guys have prospects in the Philippines, you'd have them join because I know they all work at 6, 7, or 8. So 9 o'clock p.m. is good for them. They usually stay up till 10 or 11. So 6 a.m. in the morning. Oh, yep. I'm going to have to look all pretty at 6 a.m. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I'm going to try. So 6 a.m. and then 9 p.m. And then I'll do them here 6 p.m. for us for here, but it'll be 9 a.m. over there, so people who maybe have the day off can join. But 6 p.m. is good here for us. I didn't want to go any later because then that would be 10 a.m. over there. So how do you guys think about that? What do you think? Those times are probably good, right? 6, 8, like 9, yeah?
Yeah, I think that's good. I talked to my neighbor across the street. She said she'll talk to me when she gets home. And actually, guess where she is this week and last week?
Philippines.
Philippines, exactly. And she's come to like 2 of my parties. She never wanted to order anything, nothing. And she said, Solange, when I get back, we have to talk.
Okay. Hi.
Morning.
Hi. Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you? I just want to
I'm
say
good.
hi.
I like that Live Happy, the Live Happy thing you gave your mom.
Oh, yeah.
I need one of those. The happy
Wait,
story.
she was saying.
Ray said, "Let's get her best mom." I said, "No." I was gonna get best mom, and then she was like, "But you know how the happy thing is," and I was like, "You're right."
I was like,
So technically, she, you know, but you do. I'm trying to be cute, you know, too.
Jay want that.
That's funny.
I think we should all have them on our focus.
I know. I like that. Yeah. Let's talk about that later. Those are a really cool keychain. I liked it.
Okay.
All right. That was one of Solange's daughters. Anyways. Okay. So, what was
Monique, I have a question.
Go ahead.
It's Catherine.
Hi.
Hi. So, first of all, you look gorgeous the way you are right now. So if you just woke up and that's how you look,
I did.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I have eye serum. I have eye serum and I have a bug in my throat, but I'm good.
So don't worry. I mean, if this is how you're waking up, then you got it nailed.
Okay, good.
My question about the Philippine Zooms for Filipinos here in the U.S. So when is that, when do you have those, and is there something you have already on your
I haven't started it yet. So I'm going to start it this week and I will create a flyer for it.
Okay, so you will be doing some for our Filipinos here in the U.S.
Right. So that's what I said. So what I'll do is I'll probably do, I'm just going to do an example. Probably like Tuesday, I'll do a 6 a.m. Zoom and a 6 p.m. Zoom. So that on 6 a.m. that day, the Filipinos from the Philippines can jump on, and 6 p.m. that day, the Filipinos that are here can jump on. Or, or if they can jump on either. So I'll do it like in a day where I do 6 a.m., 6 p.m. And that's how the times will look for us. And then that's 9 p.m., 9 a.m. for them. So it'll be on a flyer. It'll show the opportunity. All I'm going to do is share the opportunity with them, and I'll probably share the video. I'll do it, I won't record them. I'll share the video. I'll share about the legacy, like being a part of the founders group, the first 2,000 that join. I'll share that our top leader, Steve Lee, is going to be in the Philippines. And I'm just going to share that it's them starting the market first. And it's just and I talked to Vicky about it because, they're working with like UK and they're working with all the other things. And I said, I'll spearhead it for the Philippines. And because when I first joined, I had a big Filipino team and they were all they were like, we're ready to go in the Philippines. I'm like, we're not open yet. And so I'm getting all those people back on board because they want to be the first people. I mean, this is how they think. And this is just, and a lot of people do, but I want to be the first. I want to be the first. So they also said, but I want you to share with my friends and share with my family. And I was like, why? And they said, because you're relatable. You have, and this, you're that family, Hispanic family, cultural person. And, you're, and not to sound like anyway, but like, and Vicky and I talked about it, but like Vicky, because, blonde and blah, 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 she's not going to be relatable to them. And this is just straight from like me, Vicky and I talking, but then also, the Filipino friends of mine that I have, they're like, you're like this, you're relatable. And I was like, okay. So I told Vicky, let me try it. Let me see what happens. And then let me just talk to everybody, because then I'm like their sister, I'm like their Thea or their whatever they call it. I think they call us Theas. But so that's why I'm going to spearhead it. And I haven't announced it until right now to you guys.
I love it. I love it because I have a lot of Filipino friends here in the community and at work and family. So
perfect. And one of my brand partners that I have, she's a nurse, and a couple of them I have in my business right now. They're nurses, so they'll get on a couple of them with me, and they'll be there as the kind of the liaison person of trying if they had to translate anything or if they had to answer any questions for anybody.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Kathy, I saw you unmute. Did you want to share?
No, it was by accident. Sorry, it's very noisy here.
Oh, that's okay. I saw you have your coffee bean.
Yes, I do.
Nice. That's a good Sunday. Yeah. Very nice. Okay. So I'll start those, and then I just, focus on your business for the next few days. Focus on what, remember Halloween. You won't get business on Halloween, I'm telling you. I mean, you could try, but every Halloween, it's just always been because everybody's so involved in getting their kids ready, blah, blah. Halloween is just not a good time, not a good day for business. So just remember you're going to have one less day to do something, and maybe you'll sell stuff, but you just don't know. Continue to look forward to what you're going to be doing in the next couple of months in regards to your business with, with like holiday boutiques and whatnot. With my boutique I just wanted to share what I'm doing with some of the products. So I'm going to be cellophaning, like with red cellophane and a little bow, different products. So I have like eye serum, Prolistic lotion, face wash, Youth Factor powders, because I have 12 boxes that I need to get rid of. But I'm going to cellophane them all and have them like gifts to go. And so like, I'll still get their information and add them as a customer so I can get things replaced. But what I'm going to do is like, I'm going to be creative. I don't need any more Youth Factor powder. So I want to sell my powders so that I can get eye serum or get something different replaced. And then maybe I sell a few powders and then I collect like $150 and then I create a customer with $150. So I'm going to be creative with that. My eye patches, I'm going to individually do each eye patch and sell them for $10 each for stocking stuffers, because then that's $50 for the box. It pays for the shipping. It pays for the tax. So I'm going to do that. So think outside the box when it comes to those kinds of events that you do, because people want grab and go, especially men who don't know what they want. And you just, here you go, take this. Unfortunately, I don't have night and day cream, or else I would do like a whole set with that, but maybe I will for December. So just be creative with those things. And just, go hard, you guys. Let's go hard. From now until the end of the year, it's all about the Bahamas. It's all about getting those points. It's all about us making as much money we can before the end of the year, because we all need it. And then, think about your people in your life who need tax write-offs. They have 2 more months to get huge tax write-offs. If I was a W-2 employee, I would get so much money back. It'd be ridiculous. I have and I've had tax issues lately, which one just got finalized. Solange, I have to tell you about that. Solange, just so you know, I don't owe the IRS $5,500 that they've been telling me for a year. They owe me $188 and a lot of gray hair and a lot of stress in the past year. So that's, yes, exactly. But I haven't had to pay taxes, so to say, in the past 6 years I've done the business. I've always gotten some kind of return, like $100, $200. I mean, not a lot of money, but if I was a W-2 employee, I'd be getting back like $1,000+ because I would have a W-2 and I'd have a job. Where with me, I'm just paying because like they said I owed them $5,500 because of my write-offs. They weren't accepting them, but because I showed them everything, I didn't have to pay anything. So that's money that if I was a W-2, I would have been getting more money back. So talk to your friends and family who work in jobs and say, you know what? It's a $500 investment. The $500 is a write-off. As soon as you walk away from here, your miles start being a write-off. Your phone is a write-off. Your internet's a write-off. Any spare bedroom's a write-off. You can write off a portion of your electricity, your water, your power, everything in your home. And all you got to do is have a couple parties. And when you want skincare and wellness, right? All of that's a write-off. You can write off your product every single month and you get free products. I mean, come on. It's not, I mean, for me, there's no question. Yeah, I'm going to spend $500 and I'm going to get about $1,000 in write-offs or more, and I'm going to get $1,000 back every year on my taxes. Heck yeah. And I don't know the numbers, but it would be a lot if they're W-2 employees. Then all they have to do is have a party here and there, and they have a business. So, I mean, for the next couple months, that would be a really good, like, selling point for people, for you guys to share with your people, because I just finished all this tax stuff, and the lady who did my taxes for 17, because I had a delay, she said to me, you don't really have a business, but you're getting money back. She goes, but that's okay. Like, you're not owing anything. She goes, you kind of have losses, but that's okay, because the loss, it's not really a loss. It's more that you put your money into your business. I'm like, yeah. So and she goes, and then when she said, if you got like a Starbucks job, you'd probably get a lot more money. And I'm like, I'm not working at Starbucks. And she's like, so she told me if I got something. So I did think, I mean, and I'm going to look into, I may get a holiday job for November and December just to have that for next year's taxes. Because if I just have a 2-month of a W-2, I could probably get a lot more money back. So I may have to do that. I don't want to, but I may have to. Anyways, so I would just really say, let's just focus hard on customers and brand partners and fostering what we have also, and then trying to build Philippines. Steve Lee will be out there in the UK and all these other countries that are opening. It's just going to continue to get better for us. We know that. And then January comes with everything. So really focusing hard in the next 2 months, making that commitment to yourself, making that commitment to your business, and making that commitment to the people that you haven't even met yet that aren't in your business yet. Those people are out there waiting to be in your business now. And it is up to you to bring them into your family. And so don't forget that. They're waiting for you. They're waiting. They could be sitting next to you at the coffee shop. They could be sitting over here. You just don't know. But there are people waiting for a product or business. I have some man right now who wants to join my business, and he is from India, but he's US visa, and he's like, I'm like, I don't know if that's going to work, but we'll figure it out. Every day he's sending messages. I want to be a part of your business. I want to get products. I want to start selling them. I'm like, he's like, do I have to physically sell products? I go, yes, but you have a website. He's like, really? That's all I have to do? They can go to my website? Yes. He goes, okay, how do I do this? How do I join today? I'm like, I don't know. And this man doesn't even know me. He just saw me on Instagram. And he's serious. Like we've been WhatsApp forever, like the past week. It's crazy, or a few days. Anyways, so just go forward knowing that there's somebody waiting for you, and the person that's not in your business today is probably the person sitting next to you. So just remember that. Anything else? Anybody else want to add anything before we leave? No. Okay. All right, guys. So we'll figure out next week. We'll read the first 4 chapters of the new book. I'll post that on Focus 20. And have a wonderful Sunday. And if you need me, I am available. I'm around all day watching football and working. Okay. Talk to you guys later. Oh, wait. Picture. I need to take a picture. Hold on. You yelled at over here. Hold on. All right. I forgot my picture. Oh, there's Danny. There's Smile. Okay. Ready? Smile. Okay. I got you guys. Have a wonderful day, Solange. Happy birthday. Bye, Danny.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Monique.
Okay, bye-bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Happy birthday, Solange.